You got your composition set and you have a really beautiful foreground, but the background is also very amazing. You want to have everything from the beginning till the back in focus. But then you're gonna need to do focus stacking, so you're gonna have to focus in the beginning, a little bit further, and all the way till the back. A few times we're gonna do a different focus, and afterwards we're gonna blend those photos together in Photoshop to create that perfect sharp image from the beginning till the back. Welcome to today's video, and today I'm gonna take you with me into Lightroom and Photoshop, because we're gonna edit a photo that I took in Spain. First we're gonna do some basic editing in that photo, and afterwards we're gonna switch to Photoshop, and then we're gonna blend those layers together to create that perfect sharp image. So let's dive into it. Alright, we are in Lightroom, and this is our image that I took, and you can see here in the beginning it's very beautiful, and the light is leading our eye into the frame, into the back. There's not much going on into the sky, so it's a little bit of a boring sky, but afterwards we're gonna get some colors here from the sunset. In this first picture I focused here in the beginning of the picture, and then at the fourth picture I'm focused at this mountain tops here in the back. We're gonna just edit this first photo, and then we're gonna just synchronize those photos together, and then we're gonna hop into Photoshop. So it's gonna be a very quick video today. What I always do is bring down the highlights, and you already see we got those very beautiful blues and yellows that we can extract from those highlights. Gonna open up the shadows because we want to see a little bit more of our beautiful foreground. The whites are gonna push the Option key or Alt key on the windows, and we're gonna slide just before there's gonna be any red dots, because red and yellow white dots we don't want to see because it's blown out. So just before that, something like this, so our highlights don't get blown out. We still want to have some information in them. The black, same thing, Option key, and gonna slide to the left, but it's already great like this. We want to see a little bit of red and black and yellow, because that means if you see those colors in that white frame, it means that your black is crushed a little bit, so there's no information, it's just pure black. What I always do is, it's my personal preference, pushing up the clarity, but not too much, like a 9 or something. It just softens out the photo a little bit. I like the softness in the photos. And then we're gonna push up the clarity, something like this, because it's gonna bring up our highlights a little bit more and crushing the blacks a little bit more. So we don't want to go too much. And always vibrance. Me personally, I always do 20 vibrance, because you get those beautiful colors. I like colors in my photos. I love it. What I also gonna do is remove chromatic aberration and enable profile correction. You see, with the profile correction, it knows what lens that I used, and it's gonna change the curve from my lens and make it straight. So that's it, what we're going to do for this photo for now. Then I'm gonna select them all. I'm gonna go here, synchronize. I'm gonna check all and synchronize those photos. And when it's done synchronizing, I'm gonna watch, see, so they're the same. I'm gonna select them all. I'm gonna right click on this photo, add it in, open up as layers in Photoshop. We got our layers here in Photoshop, and we're gonna select them all, and we're gonna edit. We're gonna auto align those layers, and just leave it at auto, because with the focus stacking there's a little bit of movement in the picture, because with focusing the lens moves a little bit. So you can see we have a white border around the photo. That's because he aligned the photos on top of each other. So if we're gonna look at them, there shouldn't be much of movement in the photos, or there shouldn't be any movement in the photos, except those little flowery thingies. I don't know how it's called. So our photos are still selected. We're gonna go back to edit. We're gonna go auto blend layers and stack image. We're gonna just press OK Photoshop is going to process those photos together, going to see which parts of the photos are in focus and which parts are not in focus. So you can see we have some layers here on our images, and if I remove this one, you can see the white part that's revealed normally on this layer is now gone. So this is the part that is sharp. If you can do this, that's the parts that are sharp, so that's not too much actually. This part, and then the biggest part at our last photo. So the photos are still selected. I'm gonna right click, gonna go down, and then we're gonna do merge layers. There's nothing that I want to remove or do in Photoshop, so we're just gonna go and file, save, and this is gonna save our photos back to Lightroom. You can see our photo is back in Lightroom, but you still got those white borders around the photo, and that's super ugly. So we're gonna press R to crop, the R from crop. I don't know why it's called R, but so something like this, and the white borders are gone. So I pushed R. I have the lock locked, because if I don't lock it, I can move everywhere with this part of the cropping or something like this, and that's not what I want to do. I want to keep my aspect ratio the same. That's why it's locked, because if I move it, or I'm gonna do on the side, you can see every border is going aligned with the movement that I'm doing. What I'm going to do is, here in the top, I'm gonna push the Q, then we're gonna remove some dust spots in our picture. I'm gonna push A, so we still have the spot removing tool, but now I can see my picture itself instead of the black and white spots, because here, I hope you can see it, I can see here my picture we have some dust spots that I didn't see on that black and white frame. Gonna push Q again, and then we can edit a little bit further, but there's nothing much to do because it's already a beautiful photo. Maybe gonna do a gradient and bring down the sky a little bit more, not too much, something like this. Maybe we can do a little bit of opening up the shadows, just a little touch, not too much, and F for full frame. This is our picture. It's finished. It's sharp from the front till the back, because we did some focus stacking. In the beginning, when I heard focus stacking, I was like, damn, what's that? Is it gonna be difficult? But actually, it's not super difficult. The only thing you have to do is, when you're out shooting, you have to shift your focus point every time you take another picture. In newer cameras, they can do it by themselves, but with my camera that I'm using, the Nikon D7200, I have to shift my focus point in different spots in my photo, so we can have an amazing sharp picture. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like this little tutorial how I edit my photo and how I do my focus stacking. If you have questions, let me know. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, that's really important. But bang, those thumbs, that's the most important for my video and to grow my YouTube channel a little bit bigger. But we're already on a good way, almost at 250 subscribers. That's so amazing. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for your support, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.